What's up, y'all? Ray Revenue here. We got a new series coming to you. We got a 28-man NBA Fantasy 2K21 draft. I know it's about to be 2K23. Why are we doing 2K21? Well, I do got some 2K23 coming. I got an Xbox on the way, Xbox Series S. So we will be playing the next gen on the 2K23. But while y'all wait, I do have some 2K21 my league footage. But let's get into this draft though. We had a draft that was amazing. First pick wasn't a surprise, it was Giannis. He does it all in 2K21. He's still doing it all. He's probably the best player in the league. So yeah, he was number one. Number two somehow was the CPU. He picked Luka. I guess. Third pick was Embiid, good center that can shoot. Fourth pick was James Harden. At the time he was with the Rockets, he was still doing good. Pick 5 was Curry, and pick 6 was LeBron. So, LeBron was pick 6. I mean, what do y'all think about that? I honestly think LeBron should have went before everybody else except for Giannis. I mean, LeBron still does it all. You can probably play him 1 through 5. He still does everything that you want him to do in 2K. But the computer just went for Luka, which gave the person at number 3 had a chance to get LeBron. He got Embiid. I don't know why you would even want to use Embiid, but he might just want a dominant center. But there's a lot of dominant centers in 2K, so I guess he wanted just the best center. The 7th overall pick was KD, another computer. So let's see which computer gets the best team at the end of this draft. Pick number 8 was Kawhi Leonard. Number 9 was Jokic. 10 was Anthony Davis. 11 was Damian Lillard. 12 was Zion. Now, Zion in 2K is a whole different animal. I know Zion ain't played last season, but Zion in 2K21, you're just going to have to wait to the series to see how he played. He's just different. From 15 to 20, we got a bunch of shooting guards, y'all. We got Clay at 15. Bradley Beal at 16. Levine at 17. Booker at 18. Trae Young at 19 and Paul George at 20. Yeah, those are the best shooting guards in the league. And in the middle of the draft, first round, people were just starting to pick them up. So shooting guards are looking pretty thin right now after pick 20. And this is also before Klay Thompson's injury. Klay Thompson did get injured, his defense. And we saw him in the finals. They still won, but he wasn't looking like, he wasn't really looking like how he's supposed to be looking. But this is before that happened. This draft happened before the finals, so he's still doing it big. He's going to be doing it big in this league. Pick 22 was Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a demon on NBA My Team, so maybe it's going to transfer to the My League. I don't know. Jimmy Butler went 23. Donovan Mitchell, 24. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went 25. And Jaylen Brown went 26. And here we go with my first pick, y'all. Now, I know this pick isn't the best pick, but for pick 27, we went with Russell Westbrook. I know. I wanted to build a team around players that I like, so I picked Russell Westbrook at 27. His overall was also pretty high compared to everybody else that was on the list. So I went with a point guard. I never really go with point guard first, but I went with a point guard first and got Russell Westbrook. He's still pretty fast. He plays defense. He plays offense well. He's going to hold the ball most of the time for the team. But I started to know that this pick was a bad pick when I saw the rest of the picks after me. 28 was Ja Morant. 29 was Gobert. 30 was Randall. 31 was Jamal Murray. 22 was Brandon Ingram, which I probably should have got Brandon Ingram, honestly, looking back. 33 is LaMelo Ball, but Brandon Ingram's overall is it's not really that great. But I like having a high overall player as my first pick. So I would have preferred Brandon Ingram if his overall was higher, but he ain't got them intangibles, so I had to go with Westbrook. 34, since we picked pretty late in the first round. The second round, we get an early pick. So with pick 34, I went with Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm going to play him at the 5, play him at the 4. I'm going to move him around and see what he do. But he can play defense. As long as I don't put the ball in his hands a lot, he's going to be scoring, pick and roll, in the corner, shoot some threes if we need him to. But overall, just him and Westbrook together, I could see that. And just like him and Ja Morant together do well. Him and Westbrook's going to do pretty well too. Pick 35, Chris Paul. He's getting up there in age. The person that drafted him know we're not going to go multiple seasons, so he picked up Chris Paul. A very good pick, honestly. Chris Paul really, yeah, you can abuse him on defense because of his height and stuff, but Chris Paul is a pretty good player in 2K. 36 was Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, he's a center. He's pretty dominant in 2K. Not really in real life, but he's pretty dominant in 2K. Then Bam Adebayo goes. You know how the Heat really didn't really do that well in the finals, but I guess we got to see Bam. He couldn't really hold up there with AD. That's probably why he didn't get drafted up there alongside AD, because the finals really showed it. He just didn't really live up to what his role was with that team. People who did not make the first round: DeMar DeRozan and Porzingis. Porzingis can one of the top 5 centers in the league / power forward, you know. And DeMar DeRozan, this is before DeMar DeRozan went to the Bulls and balled out, but DeMar DeRozan has always been a good ISO scorer. He can't really shoot the 3 that well, but this is 2K, so he's gonna shoot the 3 very well. So DeMar DeRozan, I think, should have went in the first round. Now it's time for people who went too soon. I mean, Tobias Harris went 46. Tobias Harris went 46, and to me, that's too soon. Tobias Harris at 46 got picked before John Collins, who got picked 50, and Pascal Siakam, who went 56. Also, Anthony Edwards went 59, so he was the first pick in real life. LaMelo went 33. He's going 59. That's a big gap between the two. So I'm going to scroll through, let y'all see who everybody else picked, and then we're going to go ahead and get to my other pick. You know, that was pretty much, you know, the top of the draft, what everybody was doing. But let's go ahead and see who I picked up at the end. My next pick wasn't until pick 87. I got Miles Bridges. I know what he did. I know what's going on with him and why he's not signed right now. But this was before that happened. So I picked up Miles Bridges. He's a forward that can probably play power forward. Pretty athletic too. So alongside Jaren Jackson, I can see that happening. Jaren at the 5, Miles Bridges at the 4. I could really see that being a good duo. You know, so I went ahead and picked up Miles Bridges just to solidify that forward position for us. My fourth pick, I picked Bogdanovic. I picked him before Aaron Gordon just because of his shooting ability. I was going to go Aaron Gordon. I really was, just so I could move Bridges to the 3 and then have Aaron Gordon play the 4, because Aaron Gordon can shoot a little bit in this game. But I was like, nah, I need an actual 2. So let me go ahead and get Bogan, and put him beside Russell Westbrook. So Russell Westbrook has someone he can dish the ball to shoot the 3. You know, that's really what I was thinking at the time. And he has one of the highest 3-point shooting percentages in the league, so I went ahead and got him. Surprisingly, Carmelo goes before pick 100. So Carmelo still has it in the game. In 2K, Carmelo is overpowered. In 2K21 at least, they starting to lower his overall a little bit. But in 2K21, Carmelo was pretty good. His speed is still there. He can still play defense. You know, he can shoot. So overall, just Carmelo's a pretty good pickup at this pick. My next 2 picks at pick 147, I picked up DeMarcus Cousins just because I feel like he should not have been on the board at this pick. At 147, DeMarcus Cousins is a pretty good center, and he can shoot, and he's tall. So why would you not pick DeMarcus Cousins? And that means I can actually move Jaren Jackson to the 4 if he starts to not work out at the 5. So now I could have DeMarcus Cousins at the 5, Jaren at the 4, Bridges at the 3, and then Bogan at the 2, Westbrook at the 1. That's what my mind was thinking at the time. I did need a real true 5 just in case Jaren Jackson had to go against somebody else that was better at scoring, that wasn't at the 5, so I can move him around, since he can defend the perimeter. Jaren Jackson can defend the perimeter and the post. So I was like, if he's the only center that we have, big man, we're gonna need another one just to get the rebounds and stuff. So I went ahead and got DeMarcus Cousins. You know, it didn't work out with him in Golden State. You know, he got injured in the finals. But we all know DeMarcus Cousins was a top 2 center in the league when he played with the Kings, honestly. Top 2. I would say top 2. And at 154, I had to stay true to the Bulls and pick up who they drafted. They drafted Patrick Williams, you know, another forward that can shoot the ball, I guess. I don't know what's going on with Patrick Williams, but he can shoot the ball and he can drive to the lane. He's already stout when it comes to the defensive end of the ball, so went ahead and got Patrick Williams. Also, because he was drafted by the Bulls in real life, just to give a little Bulls identity to the team, I went ahead and drafted him, you know, just because He was drafted by the Bulls in real life. Let's go ahead and put him on the team. And, you know, another forward that we can probably move to the 4 or the 3. Maybe the 2 as well if the other team's not going real small at the 2. You know, he could probably do it all. Patrick Williams also, you know, he just does it all. Can't really handle the ball that well, but everything else he can do pretty well. So I went ahead and got him at pick 154, and that's going to be the end of the draft. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and jump right into the first game. It wouldn't be a right first game if we didn't go against the first overall pick. And I'm going to show y'all what his team is looking like. Let's go ahead and look at his team. He got Mikal Bridges. I got Miles Bridges. They're going to be battling it out. Giannis, you know, I'm going to put Jaren Jackson Jr. on Giannis. Wherever Giannis goes, I'm going to put Jaren Jackson on him. We're going to hope he doesn't foul out, but we're just going to hope that we can stop Giannis and hope that he doesn't take over the game. That's really his only weapon, really. But you can change people's names if you really want to. So I guess he gave Gary Trent a nickname, and he also changed his team's jersey, so he's wearing these like my team-ish jerseys, I guess. I mean, that's just what he wanted to do with his team. I'm gonna stay true to the Bulls. I'm gonna keep the Bulls. Bulls fans would be mad if I changed the Bulls jersey, so I'm gonna stay true to the Bulls and keep the Bulls jersey the same. As the season progresses, we're gonna switch it around a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the first game. Who do you think drafted the better team out of the 2? I mean, he has Giannis. He had a first overall pick, so you got to take that into consideration. I mean, any team built around Giannis is gonna look good on paper. So we're gonna see how this game go. The game plan is to stop Giannis. That's the only game plan. Westbrook has to go off because he's my main offensive weapon. You know, I can't really just depend on no one else really to get the ball in the hoop. Bogdanovic, hopefully he can knock a few threes down, maybe 2, 3 threes. I'm not really a 2K person that hunts the 3 ball. I like to go inside, so I got him for the moments where I need a 3. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the ball, but I'm not really 100% confident in my team's 3-point shooting. Bridges, I guess he can shoot. I don't know, but Westbrook can't shoot at all. I already know I'm not going to be shooting that many threes with Westbrook. We also picked up Rondo. Rondo and Westbrook don't really work well in real life, but in the 2K world, they mesh together pretty well. So we're going to have Rondo as the backup point guard. Also drafted Dwayne Dedmon, and then I picked up Bruno Caboclo from the free agency after the draft ended. So we do have a couple backup centers whenever DeMarcus Cousins comes out, and we do need a center. So, you know, I think I did pretty good in this draft. You know, we had a really late pick, but I had to get Westbrook. Everyone's probably thinking I should have drafted Ja Morant. Obviously, I went with Westbrook because, you know, that's just a guy I want to try to build a team with, go to the playoffs with, and try to complete this series on top. You know, with Ja, I don't really feel it wouldn't really feel that great winning with Ja Morant, so I had to go ahead with Westbrook. Let's get right into the gameplay, y'all. It's 2K21. 2K23 is coming out later this week. Look out for those videos as well. It's Ray Revenue here. Appreciate you checking out the video. Let's get right into it.
Welcome everyone to Noche NBA. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Now, here's Westbrook. Williams looking over the floor. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And here are the Bulls now. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim, can GA take your breath away?
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you.
Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Now here's Westbrook. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Rebounded by Jackson. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Bulls. Outside Bogdanovich. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Westbrook with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And finished off by Westbrook. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Westbrook. To the inside. Bridges. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Bridges. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Gay with it. Guarded now by Jackson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
How about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And Jackson throws it down hard.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
There's Bogdanovich. And that one is off. Fast break. Here they come.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, what is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Back to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bogdanovich. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Bogdanovich has got his second basket. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Cousins. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Oladipo. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Good if it goes. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Here's Trepanier. Offensive rebound. Back to Antetokounmpo. The second chance effort. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bulls trailed by 5. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
And Westbrook, here we go.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Bulls have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That free throw missing.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. The shot by Nader, no good. Bulls trailed by 8. Here's Baisley. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And here are the Bulls now. And that one's good, Eubanks.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
To the wing on the left. To the left wing. Here's Nader. Here's Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basket.
Rockets leading by 4. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Gay.
Over the years, Rudy Gay has added a lot of bulk to his frame. You see it right there off contact.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Adams' shot is good. No. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game for Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Chicago making a switch here. Bulls trail by 6. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Cousins, no good. Rockets leading by 6. Gay outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Back to Gay. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
Gay in the corner. And here's Dudley for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Williams. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Gay. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
High off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Bledsoe. Here's Nader. Pass to Dudley. Back to Bledsoe. Down low. That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Houston in the lead.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
The Rockets again can't hit.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Houston on top, up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here. And so here is Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Bulls moving the ball around. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Oh, what a play!
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Williams in the post. Pass to Cousins. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Back to Williams. Outside Bogdanovich. Right side Rondo. Shot clock at 5. The putback. It's good on the putback.
One thing about DeMarcus, he's got an edge to him, and a lot of the time, it works to his advantage.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And yes, it's good. Jackson's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Love. Here's Trepanier. A three-pointer, no good.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you...
At the elbow, it's Jackson. He's looking for Williams and finds him. He can't get that one, so Houston will take it the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Love. It's Oladipo on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Here's Williams. He's got 6. Shoots over Bridges. And that one hits back iron. And it's Love with the ball for the Rockets. 3-point lead. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. It's hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. No good, shot missing. It's a close game here in Houston. For 3, Bridges. Here's Trepanier. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Rondo with a clean look. No good. That would have tied it. Houston leading by 3. Bridges. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
At the top of the key, Williams. Can't get it to fall.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Even after some serious injuries, Oladipo still has some takeoff.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Love. Inside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Trepanier. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Bridges got 5 points in the quarter.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Bogdanovich. And they get it. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been losing.
Oh!
No, he didn't.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
To the paint. Outside for Jackson. Right side, Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And he gets it back. And so it's Houston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. Bulls trail by 9. Now Rondo. Pass to Ellington. Rebound Love. And here is Bridges. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Bridges with it. Houston moving it around. Eubanks grabs the miss.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Baisley. To the middle. And he dunks it down. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Well, I mean, you really feel him. I mean, and the entire team. You got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Back to Oladipo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And there's that scorer's mentality that Oladipo possesses, which really puts the defense in a bind trying to stop him.
Oladipo hits them both. Now here's Ellington. Outside Rondo. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
The speed of Rondo is not easy to keep up with. When he's driving to the rack, he is looking to get the defense up in the air.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And Love's got the ball here for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And he's good on the three ball. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His three-point shot is getting better and better.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Oladipo misses.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Rondo with the ball. For three. The shot, no good. To the inside. It's tipped. Six on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. And that one falls for Jackson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Rockets leading by 7. It's Gay on the way. Gay is double. And here's Love from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Westbrook. It's stolen by Oladipo. Bledsoe left side. Back to Oladipo. Bledsoe outside. From deep. Lock at 6. And so Houston again turning it over. Outside Williams. Pass to Jackson. Back to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And again, no good by Chicago. Rudy Gay on the way. Back to Oladipo. There's the triple. That shot is off. Bulls trail by 10. Outside Williams. Here's Bogdanovich. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Ellington. Inside. Here's Baisley. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Antetokounmpo's injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. And so that's it for him today. From how it appears, he could be out for a considerable amount of time. What a tough break. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And here are the Bulls now. 6-point game.
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. Pass to Bridges. Houston needs to get a shot up. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
For three, Ellington. That shot off. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they...